Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to forecast Toncoin and its token Ton. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. Over the last 24 hours or so, Toncoin has rallied quite a bit, about 13.5%, price at around $3.40, market cap at around 8.5 billion. By market cap, it's ranked number 16, still in top 20 cryptos by market cap. You can check the technicals over here. Right now, it's the technicals are coming in at a key level, up by about 13%, rallied to the 21-week exponential moving average at around $3.70, then came back slightly below the 20-week simple moving average at around $3.51. So both the levels are indicating a key area, which again is confluent with the 0.618 fib from the bull market of 2021 high to the 2022 low. This crypto did make a new all-time high in 2024 when the price reached at around $8.40. This was a very key level and again was kind of predictable from the Fibonacci levels. The 1.618 was at around $8.42. That's the level that the price went and came back, retraced, held support at our previous all-time high at around $5.50, which was the 2021 high, and then essentially came back down since December 2024 when the crypto markets took a downturn. And since that point, the 20-week simple moving averages and the 21-week exponential moving average is holding as a resistance. Again, there hasn't been a meaningful breakout of this 20-week average levels. If token were to break out to the upside, the next level to watch is the $4.50, the 0.786 fib level. If there is a breakdown to the downside, the $3.10 level is the 0.5 fib level. If that were to hold as support and then the rally were to go back up, that could be a theoretical forecast. Again, not financial advice for Toncoin. Per the machine learning model though, if there is a bull case in the next 6 months, this is the time for the cryptos to rally per the 4-year market cycle theory. In the later half of the post-halving year, like they did back in 2021, and also during the rally of October-November 2021. That's where most of the alts made their new all-time high. Also, you can see the risk-based completion of last market cycle. Again, Bitcoin and ETH topped in January to about May. That is the first half of 2025, whereas the bull market over here did make a second surge in November 2021 time period, and also the market cap grew quite high. If that kind of a bull run were to be ahead of us in terms of rally for Toncoin, again there are no sure things in the market. If that one standard deviation non-euphoria bull case were to pan out, price for Toncoin could be somewhere between $3.77 and $9.50, roughly speaking. So slightly under $10 in case of a non-euphoria bull run. By that I mean only one standard deviation rallies. In terms of the machine learning based forecast within that 68th percentile confidence level, the 2 standard deviation or euphoria case for Toncoin is in the next 6 months is priced between $4.30 and about $24. And in terms of the fib levels, those the $14 or the $10 level, the non-euphoria bull case, which falls just under the $10 level, is kind of a midpoint between the 1.618 and the 2.618 fib level at around $10. The $24 is all the way up the 4.7 fib, which again is an outlandish prediction. But again, when the crypto market goes in a euphoria phase, again there are a lot of irrational price actions happening in the last half of the post-halving year. And if that were to happen this time around again, the model says that price action could go as high as about slightly under $25. Again, one realistic scenario could be a midpoint of this $10 and the $25 taking an average 10 plus 25, roughly 35 divided by 2, gets you to about $17 as a intermediate peak for Toncoin. Going back to the regression based model, analyzing if the price is right now fairly valued, undervalued, or overvalued. Per this model, Toncoin's fair value has dropped precipitously due to the series of lower highs and lower lows since about July of 2024, about 1 year now. So that's why the polynomial regression model is stating a bearish outlook again. But if, let's say, the price action between February 2025 till May 2025 is somewhere over here, similar to July 2023 till about August of 2023 again, and if there is a breakout over here, that could again have some resistances at around $5.56, as well as the 2 standard deviation residual at around $4. So that's a key level to watch, again, that $4 level, not just key in terms of the Fibonacci levels, but also the regression based valuation for Toncoin. If we were to look at the simple moving average based risk, right now it's at around 28%. If it were to go to that intermediate risk, again, the hypothesis over here is especially for top cryptos, again top 20 cryptos, if they have a secondary peak in the bull run, DCA below, let's say 10% over here, again in the short term, provides some counter trend rally. Again, there are no guarantees that that 10% lower than 10% risk identified is always the cycle bottom, but again, of that decline or that dip, there is at least a counter trend rally, at least historically speaking. If that kind of risk level is slightly more conservative, the less than 20%, again, has whenever the color codes are in blue or in purple, DCA at those point in time, not the worst idea. Right now it's the third best time to DCA, quite not close to the peaks but also not close to the bottoms. If you were to look at some of the intermediate levels where the prices do go in a euphoria case, that between 0.4 risk and 0.7 risk, most of the euphoria phases, or at least 1 standard deviation rallies, do see that price action entering that 0.4 to 0.7 risk. If the prices were to go to that level, the prediction per this model is between $5.40 and about $6.70. A $5.40 Toncoin is again close to that previous all-time high, and the higher end of the target is slightly lower than again the 1.618 at around $6 to $6.50. On the other hand, if we were to look at the time weighted average price based model, the price is currently very close to the time weighted average price, and DCAing below the blue line, which is the time weighted average price, offers a great accumulation phase in the bear market or in the middle of a bull run where the price has come down sharply, met the time weighted average price. If we were to look at the exact the number, anything below $2.98 is considered close to zero risk per this model, where the prices are again, this model helps identify the time spent at a key price for especially significant to analyze what price a asset could digest in a bullish phase. Right now, as the price is slightly above the $3 level, the risks are slightly higher than zero. Again, you can see over here it's at around 17%. As an outlook of estimation of bull run peak for based on all the models, the bull peak is estimated at around $10.80. Again, the weighted risk is slightly higher right now at around 30%. Again, time weighted average risk is very low. SMA risk is in its between 0.2 and 0.3, regression risk is elevated again as the fair value has declined. The estimated bull run peak is at around $10.80. That is still about 3.1x reward from the current price of about $3.50. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. The key levels to watch in terms of machine learning based price prediction is the $10 level, again also based on the confluence of three regression risk or risk based model is at around $10.80. The second level for Toncoin is the midpoint of the 1 standard deviation and the 2 standard deviation ceiling at around $17 and the higher end at around $25. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.